For your cheapest and most reliable place to buy FC24 coins, check out mmoexp.com. Link is down in the description below. Use the code WOLF at the checkout for 5% off your order. It's Thursday, YouTube, so you know what that means. My full set of updated custom tactics for you. But first, drop this video a like for me. And if you can hit that subscribe button to my channel, that will mean the world to me. So I am going to start off with my ultra defensive, and remember, you can use this from minute one if you want to, but me personally, check out trustdice.wing. Link is down in the description below. Enjoy 8,000 plus crypto games, up to 20% cash back, fast withdrawal system, and a 24/7 live support. You do have popular games in the casino, and you also have a live casino if you do want to check it out. Link is down in the description below. Check them out. You can also use the sports section as well, whether it be the NBA, the Champions League, the Premier League, the Bundesliga, the NFL La Liga, anything you want. So remember to check out trustdice.win. Link is down in the description below. I only use this when I'm seeing out a lead, and it is, of course, the 5-4-1. Balanced on the defensive style with 40 on the defensive width. Remember, we are going to want to go quite narrow in the 5-4-1, 71 depth, balanced and direct passing. You know what I'm going to say to that, YouTube? Your absolute bread and butter. 45 on the offensive width. I do actually go quite narrow with it. 7 players in the box, 2 corners and 2 free kicks like so. Player instructions in the 5-4-1. Remember, this is my ultra defensive, so I personally only switch into this in like the last 10, 15, 20 in-game minutes when I'm seeing out a lead. But you can, if you want to, use the 5-4-1 from minute 1. Stay central and getting behind on your striker. An amazing set of player instructions. The left midfielder and the right midfielder are actually on exactly the same player instructions. So come back on defence, cut inside, getting behind, and get into the box for a cross. And that is exactly the same on my right midfielder as well. Come back on defence, cut inside, get in behind, and get into the box for cross. Both my central midfielders are also on exactly the same player instructions as well. So balanced attack, stay on the edge of the box for cross, and cover centre. And that is exactly the same on my left central midfielder as well. Balanced attack, stay on the edge of the box for cross, and cover centre. Both my left wing back and my right wing back are also on exactly the same player instructions. Join the attack and overlap on both of them. So as the left midfielder and the right midfielder cut inwards, our left wing back and our right wing back will provide the width on the left and right hand side. All 3 centre backs completely default settings, so stay back while attacking, normal interceptions, and stick to position. And then last but not least, my goalkeeper, as always, comes for crosses and sweeper keeper. So that's my ultra defensive. The main formation and custom tactics I still use to this day is the 4-3-2-1, and I will actually have a more in-depth version of this in tomorrow's video, so check that out. The 4-3-2-1 is an amazing formation, YouTube. You already know it by now. Probably the most meta and broken 4-back formation on the game. So in the 4-3-2-1, my current set of custom tactics I'm using right now are balanced on the defensive style with 40 on the width. Remember, I do want to go a little bit more narrow when I'm using the 4-3-2-1. 71 on the defensive depth again, but if you don't want to use the 71 depth, I would recommend like a 60 or a 55. Balanced and direct passing. You know what I'm going to say to that, YouTube? Your absolute bread and butter. 42 on the offensive width. I actually do play very narrow when I'm playing the 4-3-2-1. I like my left centre forward and my right centre forward to be quite narrow, making us just more harder to play against when we're attacking. 7 players in the box. Again, the more players we have in the box, YouTube, the more likely we are to score a goal. 2 corners and 2 free kicks like so. The player instructions in the 4-3-2-1 have actually never, ever really changed for me. There's kind of like a default preset set that I use, and I've kind of never really veered too much away from that. And that is, of course, my striker being on stay central and getting behind. My right centre forward then being on stay central and getting behind, because remember, I defend in a front 2 when we don't have the ball. My left centre forward is then on comeback on defence. So when we don't have the ball, our left centre forward will drop in to that left midfield of a 4-4-2, and our striker and our right centre forward will play as the front 2. Hence why I have my striker and right centre forward on exactly the same player instructions. Left central midfielder, balanced attack, get into the box for cross and cover centre. So my left central midfielder will have a lot of licence to get forward and help out in that attacking number 10 position. Middle central midfielder, think of this player like a Rodri, a Boubacar Kamara role, you know, these type of players. So stay back while attacking and cover centre on that middle central midfielder. The right central midfielder is then actually on completely default settings, YouTube. Yes, you did hear that right. Completely default, including cover wing. So as our left centre forward drops in to that left midfield of a 4-4-2, our right central midfielder will drift ever so slightly out wide into that right midfield of a 4-4-2. But then when we get the ball, we'll push straight back into that right central midfield position. I then defend in a back three, which means my right back is the inverted fullback. So stay back while attacking on my right back. Both my centre backs are on default settings. So stay back while attacking, normal interceptions, and stick to position. And then last but not least, my left back is on during the attack and overlap. So the left back will help out a lot down that left-hand side on the overlap. And then my goalkeeper comes for crosses and sweeper keeper. And then if I'm not really creating a lot in a 4-3-2-1, I then have a preset 4-4-2-1, which I will switch into if I'm kind of not creating anything in the 4-3-2-1. That is balanced on the defensive style, 42 on the defensive width. Again, 71 depth. But remember, if you're not interested in the 71 depth, I would recommend 55 in the 4-4-2. Balanced and direct passing, your absolute bread and butter. 45 on the offensive width. I do like to go ever so slightly more narrow in the 4-4-2. 7 players in the box, 2 corners and 2 free kicks like so. Player instructions are like so. Stay central, get in behind, and come back on defence on both the strikers. And they are both on exactly the same thing. So stay central, get in behind, and come back on defence. The left midfielder and the right midfielder are also on exactly the same set of player instructions. Come back on defence, makes us more defensively solid. Cut inside, get in behind, and get into the box for cross. And that is exactly the same as my right midfielder as well. Come back on defence, cut inside, get in behind, and get into the box for cross. Right central midfielder is the more attack-minded central midfielder. So balanced attack, get into the box for cross and cover centre. Left central midfielder is then more of like the defensive central midfielder. So stay back while attacking and cover centre. Think of that left central midfielder kind of like a Rodri or a Boubacar Kamara role. Both my left back and my right back are actually on stay back while attacking in the 4-4-2. I don't actually like to attack with them. Both my centre backs, again, default settings, stay back while attacking, normal interceptions and stick to position. And then my goalkeeper comes for crosses and sweeper keeper. So they're the main 3. I do then have a ultra attacking 4-2-2, which is just a complete YOLO set of custom tactics, YouTube. And I mean this, only use this when you are chasing a lead in the last 10-15 in-game minutes, because like you will see, it is a complete YOLO set of custom tactics. Constant pressure, 45 on the defensive width, 100 depth, balanced and direct passing, again, your absolute bread and butter. 50 on the offensive width, I'll just leave it as it is. Max players in the box, max corners, and max free kicks. Player instructions, both strikers stay central and get in behind. The Lamb and the Ram are then on stay forward and get into the box for cross. Right side is CDM, get forward and cover centre. Left side is CDM, balanced attack and cover centre. And then last but not least, my left back and my right back are on the same thing. So join the attack, aggressive interceptions and overlap. And then my goalkeeper comes for crosses and sweeper keeper. And that right there, YouTube, is my brand new updated post-patch. Well, there's not really been a patch recently, but brand new updated, usual Thursdays video, full set of custom tactics for you. If you did enjoy this video, you know what to do. Drop it a like for me, drop a comment down below, and if you can hit that subscribe button to my channel, that would mean the world to me. Thank you for watching. Remember, YouTube, spread the love and positivity. PMA, positive mental attitude. Peace out. One love.